Well, howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about a judge ruling that Trump's deployment in California was unlawful. Judge Charles Breyer ruled that Trump's deployment of troops to LA was unlawful and ordered that the troops could not engage in patrols, arrests, searches, crowd control, and so on. The order doesn't take effect until September 12th. To give Trump time to file the almost certain appeal. The judge was very clear about believing Trump's administration intentionally violated posse comitatus. In his ruling, the judge wrote, quote, "This was intentional. Defendants instigated a months-long deployment of the National Guard and Marines to Los Angeles for the purpose of establishing a military presence there and enforcing federal law. Such conduct is a serious violation of the Posse Comitatus Act." I mean, he didn't flat out say it, but use of the term instigated sounds like he believes this was unnecessary and a dangerous PR stunt. He also wrote, quote, "The evidence at trial established that defendants systematically used armed soldiers whose identity was often obscured by protective armor and military vehicles to set up protective perimeters and traffic blockades, engage in crowd control, and otherwise demonstrate a military presence in and around Los Angeles. In short, defendants violated the Posse Comitatus Act." He went on, quote, "These actions demonstrate that defendants knew that they were ordering troops to execute domestic law beyond their usual authority. Whether they believe that some constitutional or other exception applied does not matter. Ignorance of the law is no excuse." There will be an explainer below on some of the legal mechanisms here. Now, Trump is obviously going to appeal this, and as somebody very familiar with these laws, they might get somewhere, but not too far. The judge made what I believe are correct assumptions about legislative intent, but they'll be argued. In particular, he said Trump's interpretation would allow the president to create a national police force out of the military, with him at the head, instead of using it to suppress a rebellion or fight back against an invasion. In the specific case of LA, the judge's reading on what is allowable is a little narrow. But he pointed to administration statements to show he was considering other aspects. Quote, "President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have stated their intention to call National Guard troops into federal service in other cities across the country, including Oakland and San Francisco, here in the Northern District of California, thus creating a national police force with the president as its chief." In response, Governor Newsom of California posted, quote, "Donald Trump loses again. The courts agree. His militarization of our streets and use of the military against U.S. citizens is illegal." Meanwhile, Trump is still threatening to send more troops into more cities, setting up a wider legal battle. This is far from over. But the wins are piling up on the side of people who believe the military shouldn't be used against Americans. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.